Alright folks, good afternoon and welcome to the Wile E. Coyote School of Life. Today, I'm going to be doing a dash cam install on my pickup truck. So, I was considering doing it with my car, but because I got two of these, they were on sale. But the pickup truck is easier to show. So, I've already pulled this kit apart. Now, I decided in the proper Wile E. Coyote School of Life way to forego the hardwiring kit in favor of modifying the accessory adapter that came with it. And I took this apart, and what do you know? It isn't even a it's just a straight 12 volts. So no need to do anything there. We can actually just cut the wire. I was worried that this was going to hold a little bit more than just just some contacts, but since that's all it did hold was a couple of contacts, we can just cut this wire and splice it as necessary, which is what we are going to have to do because inside of it was this 2-amp fuse. Now, this is to protect the camera, and that's good because I got it on sale, but I probably won't be able to get it on sale like that anytime soon. And unfortunately, smallest fuse I have that'll go with the fuse block that I've got installed on my truck's dashboard is this one, which is a 5-amp fuse. And you don't want to have something that's... There's a reason they had a 2-amp fuse in there. And 5 amps is probably going to be a little bit much. Fortunately, I have this inline fuse holder floating around. This is actually my last one before I have to go grab some more. This one's actually been being held for a little bit, as you can see from the fact that it's a Sears inline fuse holder. But we're going to be using that and the hardwiring kit to, well, not hardwiring, and we're going to be using that and this to hardwire the camera into the existing electrical system that I have already installed for my amateur radio equipment. Normally, I would do this outside because the light is usually better and have a little bit more space to work with, but it's raining cats and dogs outside today. So rather than deal with that, we're going to be doing this in the garage. So, first thing we're going to do is select a location for the dash cam mount. I think, behind the rear view mirror next to the Easy Pass. It's probably a good location. Just need to get... This requires 2 hands. We've pried that off and restuck it, and it's a little bit better now. So, next thing to do is we'll be taking this wire and not fully routing it, but giving it a rough route to our little fuse box here, so that we know exactly how much wire we need and how much we can cut when we start actually turning this into a give it a little bit extra there. Hold it up, and And that seems like it'll be about right. So you're going to cut this and put ring terminal on one side and the fuse holder and a spade terminal on the other, so that we can plug it into this last open fuse spot on this fuse block. Okay. So,
got two sides to this. Got a got a spade terminal, got a ring terminal, got the end of a wire. Now, it's not a whole lot of wire to work with. Pull this back, we see the yellow wire is power, white wire is ground. So, normally I would use a butt splice, but I'm going to be soldering this one together, I think. I want to get a little bit more exposed though. Yeah. We'll solder that together. When you have a really undersized wire like this, you can use a solder joint, or you can use a butt splice and pass it all the way through the butt splice, and then put whatever wire you're using on the other side of the butt splice in, and when you crimp down on that on the big wire side, you'll still get the little wire and get a good mechanical joint. Otherwise, if you just try putting this in on one side of the butt splice and passing it all the way through, chances are you're not going to get a good mechanical connection there, and it'll just pull right out. But in this case, I'm going to use a solder joint up, and before I do that, I need to remember to put on heat shrink. Since I'm not doing the butt splice, I need to do something to insulate it. So. And while I could just, electrical tape it all, a little bit of heat shrink looks much nicer than electrical tape, all things considered. Okay. Remember folks, whenever you're doing something, there's a right way, a wrong way, and a wily-e-coyote way. I apologize for how awful the lighting is here. I really like these silicone mats. Make it a lot easier to use solder when you don't have, those lovely little helping hands, as it were. I'm just going to tin these together real nice. There we go. Done with the solder. This other one, I might not be done with the solder. I might solder this onto the ring terminal. Yeah, we're going to solder this onto the ring terminal. Crimp and solder. Toss another heat shrink on here.
okay, so I had to put the camera down for a moment because routing the cable took 2 hands, but finishing it up right now. And as you can see, I overestimated the necessary length of cable by a wee bit. And not necessarily a bad thing, normally. There we go. And this fills up this fuse. This will be the last thing that I can put on this fuse block. When doing these sorts of fuse blocks, by the way, always, you know, this is one cable feeding 6, and gotta be wary about that, because some of these loads, like I have a 60 watt 6 meter radio there, and a 45 watt 2 meter radio there, and of course a CB. And then I've got my remote for my car stereo also hooked up to it. So, you know, that's a lot of stuff to be run off of one wire. So you want to use the heaviest gauge wire possible, and have a in the engine bay I have a circuit breaker for this fuse block where it connects to the battery, because you want to protect this wire in addition to all the individual loads. That, like, these fuses are for protecting these individual loads, and well, this fuse is just to connect it. This fuse is the one that's actually protecting the new camera. But these loads all, like, Pete, if you have all of these loads hitting their maximum all at once, that might be more than what this wire can handle. So you need to have a fuse at the battery based off of what this wire can handle. And also, now there's also additional protection here, because there's a relay in the line as well to make this a switched power supply, which that relay is rated at less amps than the wire is. So, you know, even if the circuit breaker in the engine compartment doesn't fail, that relay will fail and not cause a fire, as opposed to you know, burning my truck down. So just some things to think about. You know what? I'm gonna wait for it to finish raining outside to do the rear camera, because I'll have to rip apart a little bit more to do that, and I don't really have a whole lot of space here in the garage for that. But the front camera should be all good to go. So all we need to do now is turn it on. Oh, there we go. Coming on.
Check the time setting.
There we go. Okay. Well,
continuous recording will now start.
We can. Obviously, we are going to need to have to change that, but looks like it's all good. So, the rear window is going to have to come later.